Okay, so I'm a couple episodes in on Miss Psychopath and I want to talk about it. Alright, so y'all already know how we do it over here. I literally say the first thing that comes to my head. I don't know if this shit should be more organized. I don't know if it should be more organized, but this is the way we're doing it, and I'm having fun, y'all having fun. Let's get into it. Now, this anime, Miss Psychopath, is extremely good, and I'm only a couple episodes in. Okay, like I said, it's so goddamn good. Now, as I've said before, I like a good ass action anime. You feel me? I like a good fight. You know, no, if you butt, why? You know what I mean? It gives my life, gives my spirit new meaning when I see, especially over the top ass fights that wouldn't make any type of sense in the real world. I love that shit anime. It really does revitalize my soul. But I also like anime that has to do like psychological thrillers. I like philosophy as well. You know, if you mix all that shit up with with some action and some badass character development, you're going to catch my spirit. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna let me live my life. Now, when we're talking about philosophy and anime, I really do like a lot of the shit that they be talking about most of the times. They talk about life and death. They talk about the meaning of life, existence, shit like that. I'm living for. The only thing I think they could work on is their views on suicide, because every time a character is struggling and experiencing suicidal ideations, you have another main character come in and slapping them in the face talking about, oh, well, girl, why would you ever want to do that shit? I'm just like, girl, that's not how you deal with mental health, but whatever. But in this particular anime, we had this whole philosophy on how we mesh together as society. I'm sure you guys know in this anime they have something called the civil system, and that is something connected directly to the city that lets you know, hey sis, it keeps track of people's mental state, and immediately when you go off track, they send the enforcers out to get your ass. Like, it's done. It ain't no talking, you know what I mean? We're not negotiating with your dumb ass. Girl, that's it. We're coming out and we're coming to get your ass. So I think about all the theories and all the ways that a lot of people think about how we should be living together as society, and I think that this is not out of the question when we're talking about the future of our society, like maybe in 2100 or something like that, like because we already use technology in very scary ways. And while you can argue the merits of this civil system, that it keeps everybody in line and in check, it's only when we meet Akane and her character do we really dive into what's going on, and we dive into the ways that the civil system can be seen as unethical, and the ways that it can kind of make mistakes. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make mistakes, but it can read a situation differently, obviously, than a human would. And so now you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, like, do I fuck this shit up? Or do I do what civil system tells me to and damage another human being? And so Akane was faced with that decision. Oh my God, what's his name? What's his goddamn name? Let me make sure I get it right, because she had to shoot somebody, sis. And y'all already know because y'all watched it, but she had to shoot Kogami. Is it Kogami, I think his name is? Yes, ma'am. She had to shoot his ass, because she kept saying, please don't shoot this woman, because they had come out for a call. I guess some shit happened. You know, and they came out, this woman's, she's like, Akane was like, this woman's innocent. Now Miss Akane's the main character, she got this motherfucking job and she fucking up already, girl. And it was just so relatable. I was just like, yes, girl, that's me right there. New job, new classroom. In the first, second day, you already fucking up. So I was like, yes, girl, completely relatable. But she came in there with her heart. You know, she don't have the spirit to be just shooting hoes up for no reason. So when Kogami, like one of them partners were there, and he was like, well, girl, that's it. Now first, before I get into that, let me tell you something. I want a goddamn dominator. Them girls are sickening. Them girls are sickening. Bitch, the gun transforms into a damn near nuclear weapon. That hoe say, bitch, what's up? What's up? You know, she's reading like Siri. You know, like, she's like Alexa, okay? She's like, what's up? I'm reading the enemy. Girl, we gonna need a little bit more firepower. Then she shapeshift into this shit like she Martian Manhunter, Miss Martian from Young Justice. Girl, this shit, I got my whole life. Then she blast your shit away. I want a dominator, and there's nothing that you girls can tell me about it. So yes, Akane was just like, girl, why are you finna shoot this woman, Kogami? Why are you finna shoot her ass? And he was just like, girl, I'm going to do it anyway, and there's nothing that your ass can do to stop me. You know, since I know that you're new here, you must be new here. I know that you're new here. There's nothing that your dumb ass can do to stop me. I'm still gonna blast her ass away to smithereens. And he was about to pull that trigger, and Miss Akane said, girl, no man. She said, girl, no man. That's not what she said, obviously, but that's my game paraphrasing. She said, girl, no man. And she whipped that motherfucking shit out and shot his ass, girl. I you're already messing up. The lead detective is telling your ass, basically says, you're new here, you think you're that girl, but please don't get in my way. Please don't get in my way. And so now you even feel disrespected and hurt. And then on top of that, you shooting Kogami like one of the employees. What's going on? What's going on? So Kogami in the hospital, right? And I was like, oh shit, sis. Like, this gonna be fucked up, because when he wakes up, he's gonna be mad at Akane. Like, I would want to be sitting by his bed. Like, look, please forgive me. I didn't mean to do that shit, but you was shooting somebody and I'm new here and y'all got these rules and regulations that don't seem to be making no type of sense. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? I would be sitting by his bed like, bitch, please don't try to kill me. So after a while, when all that shit was going on, she went to check on him. He woke up and started talking. And you know, as anybody would be, Akane was like, sis, I hope you ain't mad at me. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, and then Kogami was just like, girl, it's fine. And I was like, what? How y'all gonna do this shit? You know, it was my first few episodes, I was just like, girl, this shit's not making no sense. If somebody shot my ass and I'm stuck in a fucking hospital bed, girl, we might have to exchange a few words before I come to my senses, I guess. But girl, nobody would be like that calm. And then so when I kept listening to what Kogami was saying, he was just like, you know, they turned me to a fucking cold, ruthless killer. At first, I started this shit out trying to make sure that, you know, society was meshed up and we were good. But after a while, they just turned me to a killer. I forgot why I was doing it. It's just a part of the job, you know? And you make me realize exactly what I'm supposed to be focusing on. You make me think twice about this shit. And I was just like, okay, that is cute. Okay, that's how you develop. Do you hear me? That's how you develop a motherfucking character. I'm gonna continue to watch it. It's just so good. It's so good. Girl, and as I said before, I want a goddamn Dominator, girl. Can you imagine somebody trying to rob your motherfucking house or some shit? And you say, girl, Miss Dominator, you see what's going on? Can you take it? You can take care of that for me? Okay, thank you so much. Girl, it ain't no talking. So I don't know. I love their combat style. I love the fights. I love the animation style. I love the technologies that are presented in that environment in that year. I love Miss Akane. And I'm glad that they didn't make her like a stereotypical anime girl who just like don't know what the fuck going on. Like she is smart. She just has a huge heart that she doesn't know how to she don't know where to put that. Like, she don't know how to utilize it effectively so that, you know, she can stay out of shitty situations. But I'm not sure how she will be able to stay out of shitty situations as an enforcer with her personality. And like, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think it will, which is probably the premise of the whole goddamn anime, is that she is, like, Civil System says she's cut out for this shit. Like, she could have literally gone into any area that she wanted to because she passed all them goddamn tests and shit. She decided to go with Civil Servant, and she's realizing that it's much more difficult. There are much harder decisions that she thought she would have to face. Like, girl, I don't think I could do that shit. To me, that comes in like, what you call it, pre-crime. Have y'all watched Minority Report? I hope that you have, because it's an amazing fucking movie. But yeah, that reminds me of Minority Report and the concept of pre-crime. And it's like, okay, we're gonna zap your ass because you were literally just about to commit murder. But then the arguments against that was just like, girl, I didn't commit it. But the precogs that people could read your mind saw that you was gonna do it. Just almost like Civil System sees that your ass is out of whack. Your mental state is not in the same space. And so we're just gonna get that ass together. So in Minority Report though, one character rolled a ball off a table and then somebody else caught it. And then that character said, why did you catch the ball? And then the man said, because it was gonna fall. And he was just like, well, girl, this is the concept of pre-crime. This is why we do what we do, because it was going to happen. But I don't know, I like listening to arguments like that because it gets us to think differently or deeper about situations that we may not have before. But either way, Psycho-Pass is that girl. And I will be continuing to watch it. I wanted to make this video just because I said that I remember saying that I would be talking about it, and I started watching it. So yes, I want to see what you guys think in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya!